All right. I think everything is good to go. So it is about 11:30 on Tuesday. I think today might be July 18th, maybe. And I am sitting in my closet at my window seat. I just got out of the shower and I thought to myself, now would be the perfect time to talk about my shower routine. I have previously, in my I Hate Bathrooms episode, part one, talked about how I feel about bathrooms and where a lot of that comes from and stuff. I didn't finish it because there's so much, but I really don't like bathrooms. And it has taken me 42 years of life to get to a place of thinking about taking a shower as something I look forward to doing, as something that is the highlight of my day or my evening, as something that I do in order to reset or something that I escape to. I would always hear people talk about their showers and how much they love their shower and all of that. And I just never had those experiences. It was more about function for me than it was about enjoyment. However, I have now entered a phase and space of life where I look forward to my shower and I went through great lengths in order to make it a pleasurable experience. So I wanted to tell you about it. So the first thing that I did is I had to have some type of ambient light. In understanding my neurodivergence, understand that bright light is triggering for me. And I didn't know it outright. I've known it for a while that I always gravitate towards ambient light, but I didn't know that that was like a neurodivergence thing until earlier this year. But I do remember when I was in my classroom, there were often times where I would turn out the lights and just use the light from the window. When I later moved into coaching and I had my own office, I always had some type of lamp or something in my office. I hardly ever turned on the actual bright fluorescent lights. And it was a thing. I knew that it helped my students feel more cozy and it helped me feel more cozy. So it was just something that I would do. But I think when I got here to Colombia and it was time for me to, yeah, it was when I got here to Colombia. It was time for me to stay at the first place that I stayed at when I got here for 1 month in an area of town called Sabaneta. And I really liked how new the place was. I was the first person to ever live in there. And I really appreciated that. So I didn't have a lot of my phobias, if you will, about germs and all that kind of stuff. I really didn't have it so badly because I knew I was the first person to stay there. But I also realized while I was there that I needed ambient light. I had tried to use the light that was there, like in the bedroom, and it was so harsh that I had to buy some lamps because I was like, I cannot do this. And I started taking one of those lamps into the bathroom with me to shower because it just felt safer. It didn't feel triggering. So that then expanded into me coming to my apartment that I've been in here for, the next months that I've been here. to thinking about creating ambient lighting. So I ordered some, what do you call them? Some push lights, I guess you would call it, off of Amazon that stick onto a surface. So I have two of those push lights in the bathroom on the door. And you can do all different types of colors. So there's white light, and you can go throughout the rainbow with that light. So I started doing that, and I started out with red, and red, can be very passionate or what have you. But it also, I don't know, it was fine, but it didn't feel like super, super great in my spirit. And then one day I experimented with orange, I tried blue, and then I tried green. And green has really stuck with me. Um, so I first, when I'm getting ready for my shower, I turn on my green lights. So that starts to set the atmosphere and get that going. I also have eucalyptus in my shower, and I refresh that about every month. It is visually pleasing, but it also gives a great smell, and I'm all about aromatherapy and all the things. So I also have the eucalyptus in the shower. I also have a diffuser. So I usually will have eucalyptus essential oil in it, possibly some lemongrass, or even orange or lavender, depending on how I'm feeling. So I use that diffuser to add some additional scent to the shower space. So I do that. I turn on the shower, I let it warm up before I get in. I love me a good steamy shower. I know they say it's not good for your skin and all the things. You need to take cold showers and all that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But for me, I like it to be nice and warm and steamy. So I get that going, right? Then it's like, all right, let me grab my towel, like all my things or whatever. So when I get into the shower, the first thing that I do is wash my face. So I have these bath products that I am absolutely in love with. Bath, face, and skin products. Body, bath, skin products. The store is called Loto del Sur, and it is a locally owned company, Colombian owned, and their products are from heaven. The first time that I was exposed to Loto del Sur is when I came to Medellin the first time in April of 2021. And I stayed at a hotel, and that hotel had these products in the shower and at the sink. And I remember being so impressed with the smell. It made me look forward to taking a shower then. I remember that. And I just felt so, I don't even know how to say it, uplifted, maybe, which at that time, I was struggling. So it was a really, really good feeling in my spirit. So it made me feel very uplifted and floral like happy, like. So I remembered that, and I remember taking a picture of it, and I remember researching where I could buy some because I had wanted to get some before I left, but I wasn't able to arrange it. This was in the height of COVID, so things were closed on certain days and all that. So I wasn't able to arrange it. So then I was like, oh, well, I can just ship it, right? Because, of course, they ship to the US. They do not. So I spent 2 years thinking about these bath products and how good they smelled. So when I got here to Colombia, December 28th, December 29th, I was at the mall buying me some bath products. Okay. So that I don't buy a lot of things here in Colombia. I don't really shop. because I am doing my best to embrace minimalism and hold myself accountable to how many things that I own and all of that. But when it comes to these Loto del Sur products, let me tell you something. I don't even be looking at the price tag. Like, I just be like, what is this? What it do? Let me have it. Like, okay, so let me continue. Let me continue so you all can get an idea of these products. All right, so I told you I set everything up. Right now, the first thing that I do, not the first thing, because I've done a few things up to this point, but right before I step into the actual shower, I have some eucalyptus spray that is from Loto del Sur that I spray. It's aromatherapy, so I spray that directly into the shower, right? So I have the eucalyptus in the shower, I have the diffuser going, and then I have the spray that I use. So I do that. I get into the shower. The first thing that I do is wash my face. So I have, depending on if I have on makeup or not, I have an oil-based cleanser that I use, again from Loto del Sur, to get the makeup off easily. And then I have a tea tree facial cleanser, foaming cleanser that I use to wash my face. Both of those products smell so good. Like the oil-based cleanser is more of like a floral scent. It's not very heavy at all. The tea tree cleanser is so like, it's tea tree and maybe it's like something citrusy as well. Like it's just so to my spirit. Like what I feel as I'm talking about it is like my heart leaping a little bit. Like that's how it feels to me. So I do that. I wash my face and that's the first thing I do. So then after that, I use my washcloth and my soap. So I soap up my washcloth with some rose bar soap that I got from Ultradoser. And I use one of my liquid soaps. So I have the scent of amber, which is more like a musky type flavor, kind of like what you would imagine amber smells, very orange, like the color orange, not the fruit. Brown, like if colors could have smells. I hope you understand what I mean by that. So there's amber, and then I also have another scent called herbalista, and it is more of a flowery, citrusy type of scent, right? So I kind of ask myself, which one am I feeling like that day? Am I feeling like being more grounded, or am I feeling like being more flowery? And then I go from there, right? So today I used amber because I was looking for being grounded. So I put a few pumps of that into the washcloth, right? And then, okay, I go ahead, wash the body, all the things, right? So after I do that, I rinse off. And then I have some scrubs that I use. So the body scrub is a sea salt, coconut, and lime scrub. And I also have some oil-based soap that I use that has a citrusy type flavor. So I put those together. Again, all of these products are from Loto del Sur. So I will put a little bit of the scrub into my hand, and then I'll sprinkle a little bit of oil on it. I rub it together, and then I rub it all over my body. So the oil soap leaves behind some moisturization as well as the scrub, right? So that's a great combination. Cool. Moisturizing my skin, all the things. So I do that all over everywhere except for my face. For my face, I use a different exfoliant, which is a sugar scrub. I can't quite remember all of the things that are in it right now, but it is sugar and It almost smells kind of clove-like. I don't know that that's what's in it, but that's kind of in the range of what it smells like. So it's a very different, it's not coconut, citrusy, salty. It's more of a sweet type of smell. And it also leaves behind some moisturization. So I use that for my face and then I rinse everything off. So that is what I do in the shower. So then I get out of the shower, I dry off, and I come into my closet. And the first thing that I use is a serum that helps with cellulite. So, just in aging, there's cellulite, right? So, that. But also, I have discovered that I lost a lot of weight. So my skin and my body are just, it's different. So this serum helps with firming and all of that, which is what I need. So I use that serum and I put that serum on my triceps, on my stomach, and on my butt and on my thighs. So I'll do that. Then after I do that, I use some shea butter. Now that is not from Loto del Sur, but it is unrefined shea butter, right? So I get my shea butter and I put it all over my body. Oh wait, I lied. Before I do any of that, I do my face. So I have this mist for my face. It's rose water and what else is in that mist? I do not remember. I will have to look and see. But I use the mist, kind of like a toner for my face. And then I have a serum that I use for my face. And it is rose and CBD in it. And y'all want to know why my face has been looking so youthful? That is why. Okay, that serum feels so amazing on my face. Like, it just it's a thing. But these face products is all I have been using since I've been here, and that's why your girl look like she in her 30s. Okay. So anyway, so I do that. Okay, back to the body. So I use my cellulite serum, then I use my shea butter all over. Then I decide which lotion I'm going to use, which will match whatever body wash that I used, right? So today was Amber Day, so I used my Amber lotion. So I put that all over my body as well. And by that point, I'm super moisturized. Okay, your girl is glistening. Okay, melanin is popping. All right. So then the final thing that I do is I use one of my perfumes. So I have a perfume from Loto del Sur that I use on those flowery days, which is mimosa and tangerine. And then I also have a Miss Dior perfume that I use that has more of that musky scent. So that's what I use today. And I've just started like kind of doing that because I would always think about perfume as something that you only use for special occasions. But then I really didn't have a lot of special occasions, so I would never use it. And I felt like I was just using it for decoration and I want to like actually use the things that I have. So I decided I'm going to stop waiting for a special occasion to use my perfume. The special occasion is every night, right? So that's my routine. And after that, I will put on something that makes me feel sexy. And sometimes that is boy shorts and a tank top or crop top. Other times that is my lacy panties and one of my lacy bras. Like, it really just depends on what I'm feeling like that day. But I've really like accepted this practice and the mindfulness that I have decided to utilize in all of these situations, from the moment that I start to prepare the shower, through the shower, to after moisturizing the shower, has really been a place of peace for me. And it has allowed me to connect back to my body and to really think about how I feel and how things are making me feel and what is bringing me joy and what isn't. And I get to give myself that pleasurable experience before I go to bed. And I am really enjoying it. And I wanted to share that with you all because I think that it's possible for all of us to create those types of experiences, even in the small things in our lives. So, granted, you might not be able to get Loto del Sur because you might live in the US and they don't ship there. But what bath products can you use that will make you feel joy on the inside? What scents make you feel happy, right? Back in the day with the Bath and Body Works classic scents and stuff, like were you more of a clean linen cotton girl, or were you more like a country apple type of girl, or were you more like a warm vanilla sugar type of chick, right? Like, what does that look like for you? And not that this is exclusive to women, because my men who are listening, what scents make you feel your best and bring you joy? I really believe that there is power in using our senses, and it is something I've been trying to be a lot more intentional about. But I've always been sensitive to smell. Again, when I had my classroom, like I always was aware of the smells and did all I could to make those smells pleasurable. You know, when I was in my office, I always had me a plug-in or something in there to make the space smell inviting. In my home, you will rarely walk in and not smell some type of invitation, whether that is incense or whether that is the whatever the air freshener is that I'm using. But I believe in scents. I really feel like they make a difference. So, my wondering regarding you is, what are those scents that you can use, and what are those products that you can use that can make you drop into your body and really experience the fullness of pleasure of taking a shower with products that make you feel alive, that make you feel moisturized, that make you feel joyous inside. So that is my challenge to you, and I want you to tell me what your responses are in the comments. I am very interested in how this landed on you. Can you relate? Have you always been someone who adored shower time, or do you think about it more as a function? And if you do think about it as more as a function, how can we shift that to make it more enjoyable for you? So that is all I have for tonight. I am going to listen to some music and watch the lights of the city as I look out of my window. If you are not already, please do connect with me on Instagram at Kimberlyn J and at Minding My Black Ass Business. On Facebook, I am Kimberlyn Jackson and Minding My Black Ass with 2 Z's Business. On YouTube and Patreon at Minding My Black Ass Business. You can also go to my websites, KimberlynJackson.com, as well as mindingmyblackAssBusiness.com. All right, those are the places that you can find me. I would love to connect, and I thank you for receiving what I had to share today. Bye for now.